Leben abige sind, kennen glücklich sein. Aschicha Zoskar kleed und lasses und Keschene, drei viel Blosses abige sind, kennen glücklich sein. Die Luft ist frei, für jeden gleich, die will sich scheint für jeden eine Wurm oder drei. A bissl Freud, a bissl Lachen, am mit Freund a Schlepp zu machen, a wie Gesinn, kennen Glück war Wein. Eines Marschier ist, eines ist Gewirr ist, einem in die ganze Welt. Einer meint das ganze Glück, hängt nur auf in Geld. Sollen alle sitzen, sollen alle kriechen, aber ihr Tracht von mir. Ihr darf es auf Kapur, weil das Glück steht am Tier. A bissl Sinn, a bissl Regen, a ruhig golden Kopf zu legen, a wie gesinnt, kennen glücklich sein. Aschicha Zoskar kleed und lasses und Keschene, a drei viel Blosses, a wie gesinnt, kennen glücklich sein. Die Luft ist frei, für jeden gleich, die will die scheint für jeden eine Wurm oder drei. A bissl Freud, a bissl Lachen, a mit Freund a Schlepp zu machen, a wie gesinnt, oh ja, wie gesinnt, a wie gesinnt, kennen glücklich sein.
I'm singing that next week for the Holocaust survivors.
Okay. So,
Who's singing?
okay. So let's start to the English. Daniel, can you read the English, please?
Yeah, sure. Molly Picon wrote the lyrics to Abi Gesund, and Abraham Elstein wrote the music. She sang it in the film Mamala, which was shot in Poland by director Joseph Green in December 1938. We have listened to another song from that film, Matzel.
Can you read the...
Yeah. Sure. Ascherz, Ralph, Gewirrs, Powell, Einnehmen,
Yeah.
not sure, Tekanko,
Yes.
and Zloit's Polish currency.
Zlotis, yeah. Okay.
Zlotis, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, let's start. Cookie.
Yeah,
Start.
I gotta sing it. You let me.
Okay, sing it, please.
A bissl Regen, a ruhig Gott, den Kopf zu legen, a wie gesund, kennen glücklich sein.
Okay, so now translate it.
A little sun, a little rain, a quiet place to lay your head.
Yes.
As long as you're healthy, you can be happy.
Okay, you know what? Sing and translate the other one as well.
Yes?
Yes? Yeah.
A kleed und Lottes, a Keschene, a drei Fies Lottes, a wie gesund, kemen glücklich sein. A shoe, a sock, a garment without patches, in your pocket, some money, some Polish currency, whatever. As long as you're healthy, you could be happy.
Thank you, Cookie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anita, can you continue, Anita?
I'll try. The light is
Die Luft.
free for jeder gleich. The sun sie scheint for jeder ein. Other
right. The light, the
No,
Luft.
Luft,
It's
Luft.
Luft. Air.
loose
Luft.
is the loose is the free
Air.
for everybody the same. The sun shines for everybody also, you know. Arum other rain, Odem are
Orem.
Orem oder Reich.
Orem oder Reich.
other rain. Thank you.
So poor or rich. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anita. Maurice, until now, you have something to add?
No, that's fine. That's good. Die Luft is, yeah, that's fine.
I only wanted to correct one thing. She said jeder, and it's jeden.
Jeden,
Yeah,
eine.
for jeden einem. For jeden einem. For everyone.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
if jeder is incorrect. I don't know if it's incorrect.
Grammatically, it should be jeden.
Jeder, jeder, jeden.
Okay. Okay. Vaughn, would you like to continue, please?
Okay. A bissel Fried, a bissel Lacht. Amol mit Freund. Schnapsel machen. Abi gesund kann men glücklich sein. A little afraid.
Happiness.
Not sure what that is.
Joy.
Joy.
Joy. Okay. Oh, afraid. Yes, friedlich. Yeah. And a little laughing. A time with friends.
Yes.
Schnappels, a little bit of schnapps to make.
A drink with friends.
That's right.
Yeah, as long as long as you're healthy, you can be happy.
Good.
As long as you're healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it. He said it.
Yes.
Okay, so. Okay, thank you, Vaughn. Joseph, can you read Yiddish?
A bissel.
A bisschen, also
One-
probierleinen.
One searches for riches.
No, but no, first in Yiddish and then
Oh,
translate.
okay. Einer sucht Aschiros, einer sucht Geviros, einem die ganze Welt. Einer meint das ganze Glück, hängt noch ab in Geld.
Okay,
Good.
so so now
So-
translate it, please.
So one searches for wealth, another searches for fame, and Heinemann, and yet another one, or everyone, for the entire world.
How would you translate it?
To
Einem
conquer.
und die ganze Welt.
To conquer the whole world.
Right.
Because
Oh.
Geviras can mean power, looking for eine
What's mean
Geviras
Heinemann?
einnehmen, to take over.
Einnehmen.
To take
Einnehmen.
einnehmen, die ganze Welt, to take
Einnehmen.
over the world.
I see.
Einem.
So one thinks everything is lucky, depending only on money.
Okay, but we have to twist the sentence a little bit. Maurice,
Right, right, because einer meint das ganze Glück. One of them thinks all of happiness
All depends on having.
depends on
Yes.
money. Hängt nur
Yes.
open Geld. Right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
Good.
Joseph. Thank you. I see that Rochelle raised her hands. Yeah, Rochelle.
Yeah, is there a difference between einnehmen and oisnehmen?
Oh, yeah.
Einnehmen is to
In and to
take
give
over,
out.
to invade, to conquer.
and oisnemen?
Out.
I don't know that as a verb. Oisnam
because
by
that's
itself
the-
means an
that's
exception.
Okay, let one.
Okay,
Rochelle
because
is
that,
asking, Maurice is answering, please.
okay, because that oisnemen is what I heard growing up, meaning that you have won the argument.
Mm.
That may be. It's a word that I don't know. I know
Okay,
the word oisnam means an exception.
okay.
Okay, maybe Rafael can clear it up. I see. Rafael?
Yeah, of course, when you put in these adverbial complements, it can change it to all sorts of meanings. So einnehmen can mean ingest, engulf. It can also mean to quiet a child. And ausnehmen can mean to be a success, to make a hit. It can also mean to stipulate. It could also mean to run out. Das Geld ist herausgenommen. The money ran out. So all sorts of possible meanings there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's okay, Rochelle?
Yes,
Okay.
It depends on how it's used.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I just had never heard Einnemen. I had only heard Oisnemen when I grew up. Okay.
Anne, can you read? I forgot if you can read or not. Anne.
I don't know. I don't think
Nice.
so. Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, not a problem.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Not a problem. Julia?
Sollen alle suchen, sollen alle kriechen, nur ich tracht bei mir. Ich darf das auf Kaporis, weil das Glück steht bei mein Tier.
Can you translate it or you need help?
We should search for all. We should cry. No, not crick. Crawl.
No.
Crawl.
Let everybody look. Let everyone look for it. Let everyone creep and look for it, you know. The heck with them. Let them look for it. So
I see that, Cookie, you changed your name to Maurice?
yeah, it's for now, yeah.
But I think by mir. Ich darf das auf Kaporis.
Kaporis.
I should, how is Kaporis?
So kaporis here, it's like I need that like a hole in the head. Kaporis literally is the sacrifice that they ultra-Orthodox used to swing the chicken over their heads.
Yes. Kaporis, yes.
Still do.
Right.
I've seen
So
the
if
rabbi
kaporis
before.
means,
Yes.
and I don't need that. I don't need to crawl after fame and search for glory and money. Okay?
Weil das Glück steht bei mein Tier. Because the happiness stays by my door.
Good.
Okay. Okay, so we are again, so Marna, will you read it, please?
A bissel Sonne, a bissel Regen, a ruhig Ort, dem Kap zu legen, a be gesund, kann man glücklich sein.
Already
Translate again?
it,
No. A shuch azak played on lattice, in Kishina a dreiviertel lotus, a be gesund, kann man glücklich sein.
Okay, continue to read. We translated it already, but just, you know,
Yeah.
the practice of reading.
Die Luft ist frei für jeden gleich, die Sonne, sie scheint für jeden einem, arm oder reich.
Okay, and again.
Ein bisschen Freude, ein bisschen Lachen, einmal mit Freunden Schnäpsel machen, und be gesund, kann man glücklich sein.
Okay, any question or comments before we listen to it once again? Okay, yeah, Rafael, please.
Yeah, it's the accent in which this is written. It most likely would be not jeden, but jeden. And the reason I'm saying that is because sometimes it's a rhyming word. Like, look at that, what's in front of us there. Is it regen or regen? Well, of course, in standard Yiddish, it's Regen. But if you want to rhyme it with Legen, then you got to pronounce it Regen. And the usual accepted method is that when you're reading poetry, if there's a rhyme word, then you've got to read it in the accent of the author in order to make it rhyme. The rest you can do what you want with. You don't have to say Dame Kop, you can say Dem Kop. But for Regen, to rhyme it with Legen, you really need to lengthen that A to an A.
Okay, thank you. Interesting. Okay, let's listen to it.
A bissel wind, a bissel regen, a ruhig auf dem Kopf zu legen, a bigger Wind, kennen glücklich sein. A schiech, a Sock, a Kleid und Lasses und Käschen, a drei, vier Blosses, a bigger Wind, kennen glücklich sein. Die Luft ist frei, für jeden gleich, die Wind, die scheint für jeden, eine Murmelei. A bissel Freude, a bissel Lachen, am mit Freund, a Schnäpsel machen, a bigger Wind, kennen glücklich sein. Hier ist einem in die ganze Welt. Einer meint das ganze Glück hängt nur auf dem Geld. Sollen alle sitzen, sollen alle kriechen, aber ihr tracht von mir. Ihr habt es auf kaputt, weil das Glück steht am Tier. A bissel Sinn, a bissel Regen, a ruhig auf den Kopf zu legen, a wie gesinnt, können glücklich sein. A schiech, a Sock, a Kleid und Lasses und Käschen, a drei, vier Blosses, a wie gesinnt, können glücklich sein. Die Luft ist frei, für jeden gleich, die Wind, die scheint für jeden, eine Murmelei. A bissel Freude, a bissel Lachen, a mit Freund, a Schnäpsel machen, a wie gesinnt, oh ja, wie gesinnt.
Okay, I see that Elaine has a hand up. Elaine, yes?
I just was curious, what's the plural of shoe?
Sheikh.
Shin Yud Chaf?
Shin Yud Chaf Sofit.
Shin Yud Chaf. Okay, because I never remember hearing it's the other accent. I didn't know. Okay, she's just using the accent where all the oohs are is. Because I never heard. I never heard shuch. I never heard shuch. In growing up, I always only heard shich, but they must have been referring to, shich and shichalach. Shichala. Thank you.
Shuch is the way it's written, the Latvish, and shich is like we Polish people. The Polish Yiddish is.
Oh, she is a typical Polish Yiddish speaker.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Any more comments? Yeah, Cookie.
I wanted to say sometimes she says zun and sometimes she sings zin.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening for it. Yeah. At the beginning she says abyssal zin. Then during the song she says zun. Zun and zin, she says.
Her parents must have been a mixed marriage.
Yeah. I didn't hear that. Repeat that.
Okay.
Thank you, Maurice. That's a wonderful song. It brings me a lot of good memories.
I like it.
Wonderful.
And it's, you want to get up and dance.
Right. Oh, I wanted to just say, Amol in this song, and we had Amol in the song last week. And here it's amol, meaning sometimes you can, have a schnepsel and it's written as 2 words. But in the song we had last week, amol written as 1 word is like once upon a time. Amol given, once there was. So it's amol and amol, okay, that's all.
Does that also mean sometimes? Amol?
Sometimes, in this song, it's sometimes you can have a drink with a friend.
Sometimes you have a drink with friends.
Right.
Even.
Okay, any more comments on the song before we move to the story? Where is Morty? Oh.
Lovely.
The first page. What is
What the first page?
Orem oder Reich?
Poor or rich.
Ma?
Poor or rich.
Or rich.
Oh, okay.
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 Can you hear me?
Yes.
What is shichalach?
Shoes.
That's the plural.
Yes.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought.
But it's also diminutive.
Yeah, plural
That's right.
diminutive.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah, that's the
by
only, I
itself.
never remember hearing shuch. Never,
No,
always
shiach
it
by
was
itself
shich.
is plural also.
But I was from a mixed marriage.
Okay,
Right.
Maurice, you wanted to say something?
No, that's it, right. I grew up with shiach and shiach. There was no difference.
Okay. Okay. Are we moving to the story about the guy that is traveling to South America on a cargo ship full with dynamites? I'm just doing it quickly for people that were not here in the previous classes. And he befriends someone, another Jew on the ship, the boat. I cannot pronounce ship. Okay, the boat is under a Nazi flag. It comes from Germany, and he befriends another Jew, and this one is inviting him to his house because they had to stay in the port for about 2 weeks.
It's not just like you.
Someone is talking with me. Okay. Anyway, so he comes to the house of this friend and he sees that he's married to a non-Jewish woman. The brother of this woman is a priest and he has 3 children. And he cannot sleep at night. He gets out and wanders around the porch, and this friend comes out and he pours his heart out to him. So that's where we stop. And let me screen share it with you.
You can see it now.
Okay, so just a moment. Tell me, and that's enough or more?
Leah, mute yourself, please.
What page is it? What number?
47. 47, and we are here in Hitler's Ot nicht nur. Okay, so Beverly, if you can start reading it, please. Beverly? Beverly, you're muted. Here.
So sorry, I didn't hear you. Well, where are Hitler's?
Here.
Oh,
Hitler. Yeah.
Hitler hat nicht nur in Deutschland gemacht a Revolution. Hitler not only made a revolution in Germany, nor sein Propaganda gegen Jeden is euch a Herr kein Peru. So also his propaganda against Jews is also here in Peru. A fellow to uns in Midbar. Even to us. And how do you do it? Midbar is Egypt, right?
No, Midbar is desert. In the desert.
What's a desert?
Desert.
Oh, desert? Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
in the desert.
Even us in the desert.
I would say it's something like in the boondocks to us in the faraway place. Not that it's a desert.
Well, it is a desert.
It is a desert, actually. It is a desert, but I don't see Morty, so he cannot correct us
What's der gangen?
Reached.
Reached, yeah.
Reached?
Reached. So the propaganda reached
Yes.
even Peru in this faraway place.
Bei mir in Stub hat man angehoben zu diskutieren. By me in my house, we started, what is diskutieren?
It's a dollar, diskutieren.
Oh, it's a dollar.
It's a dollar, yeah.
Discussing über der Jidenfrage. We started discussing the Jewish question. Und stellt euch vor, mein
Schreck. This one's a reich.
It's hard to know the difference.
It's hard to say. It's Schreck.
And if you can imagine my fright on Unglück and my tragedy. So in my house, we started discussing the Jewish question. Well, once they use that term, and you can imagine my Schreck, my fright, and my tragedy. As what?
Yeah, no, good.
As ich hab der Herr that I heard amol by a discussia by mir in Stub that I heard once in my house at a discussion. Die Meinung von meine Kinder, the belief of my children. Sie seien verbrennte. What? They are, how do you translate verbrennte?
Serious.
Hardcore, I would say hardcore.
Hardcore or passionate.
Hardcore anti-Semites. They became anti-Semites. Ergets vu, where?
No, somewhere.
Somewhere in their club, in their shul or in their school, hat men zere neshamas versammt. Somewhere in the school or in the club, they took their hearts and they ruined them, I guess.
Poison.
Neshama.
Poison.
Poison their souls.
Yeah. Die Kinder haben nicht gewusst. The children did not know as their Futter is a Yid. They didn't know their father was Jewish. Sie haben alle Mind erzählt. They told everyone, as ich bin an Amerikaner. They told everyone that I'm from America. Und da is angekommen von Russland a Yidea. And here comes from Russia. What is a Yidea?
Only.
Knowledge. Okay, one at a time. Who wants to say?
An idea?
No.
News.
A news item.
News. As mein Mutter is gestorben and my mother died, and as mein Futter is geblieben einer allein, my father was left all alone, alt, old, krank, sick, on Hilfslaws. Was that without health? Without help?
Yes, without help.
Without help.
Helpless.
Oh, and help. Ich habe ihm a Ribe zu nehmen, a Herr zu mir. I decided, or I said that I'm going to bring him here to me. What?
No, good.
Beschlossen, he decided, I don't know.
Yes, to decide, yes.
Erst jetzt haben sich angehoben meine Zors. So that's when all my trouble started.
Okay, good.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Rafael, can you continue?
Ihr könnt sich vorstellen, die Gefühlen von meinen alten Taten. You can just imagine the feelings of my old father. Als is herabgekommen Herr und is in die Mishpacha. When he came down here and he caught sight of the family, die Schnur, die Goye, die nicht gemalte Einiglich, his daughter-in-law, the non-Jewish woman, the uncircumcised grandchildren, dem Schwager sein Mechuten, dem alten Galech, his brother-in-law, his relative now, his Mechuten, is an old priest, was wohnt schon sind Jahren bei mir in Stub, who's been living already for years in my house. Bichlal, die ganze Zwiebel bei mir, auf der Estancia, in general, the entire community around me in this farm, nach sein klein Litvischer Städtel, after having lived in his small Lithuanian town, wo hat verbracht efter 60 Jahre, where he had spent maybe 60 years. Zum Glück versteht nicht kein Wort Spanish. Luckily, he doesn't understand a single word of Spanish. Und weiß nicht, was meine Kinder reden von Jiden. And he has no idea what my children are saying about Jews. Für is das Kommen von einem Seiden, an alten Jiden mit der greuer Bord, euch gewinn a hübscher Klapp. For them, the arrival of their grandfather, an old Jew with a gray beard, was also quite a blow. Jetzt könnt ihr verstehen dem Genem bei mir in Stub. So now you can understand the hell in my house.
What is hipster club? Hipster club?
Hipsh means
Excuse me.
It's like quite a blow.
Quite a blow.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Slap is a slap, okay.
Yeah, a blow, a slap. Yeah. It's könnt ihr verstehen bei mir in Stub. Now you can understand how it's the hell in my house. Der Tate meiner ist natürlich bei mir kein Fleisch nicht. My father, of course, is not eating any meat.
How did you get in?
Ich hab gemusst kaufen für ihn, aber sonder Geschirr. And I had to buy for him special cookware or plates.
Dishes. No, it's dishes.
Okay.
I think it's German, because in German, Geschirr is dishes.
Okay, dishes. Weil ist nur Milchix, because he's only eating Milchix, like Shalom Aleichem story. I feel like kein Brot, nicht essen. He doesn't even want to eat any bread. Pesach is schier nicht gestorben von Hunger. In Passover, he practically died of hunger. Ich habe speziell von Lima abgebracht a bissel matzah. I ordered some matzah special from Lima. Und hat gepravet die Sedorim einer allein in sein Zimmer. And he celebrated the Seders by himself in his room. Mich hat zu sich die ganze 8 Tage nicht reingelassen. He didn't let me in for the full 8 days. Redt mit mir kamat nicht. He practically doesn't even speak to me. Ist ständig vertieft in seine Sforim. He's always deeply engaged in his holy books. Was hat mitgebracht, that he brought with him. Verlangt von mir, als ich soll malen die Jünglich. He's demanding that I should circumcise the boys. Geht erzählen richtige Lage. So go tell him what's really happening. Und erklär ihm, als das ist jetzt nicht möglich. And explain to him that that's actually not possible now. Als sie seien schon der erwachsene Menschen. They're already grown-up people. And haben schon sehr Meinungen. And they've got their own ideas.
Thank you, Rafael. Thank you. Susan, will you continue?
Can I just mention something?
Yes, of course, Michael.
There are 2 excellent novels about anti-Semitic children. One is the I.J. Singer, Die Mishpocha Karnowski.
Yeah.
And the other one is probably someone that nobody reads anymore, Leon Feuchtwanger, who wrote a book called Josephus, which is about the
Roman
in the time of the Roman wars. And there's also a young boy, mother is Egyptian, father is Josephus, and he also hates Jews and wants to be a Roman. They were both written in the 30s, which was a time when people thought about this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the references. Yeah. Yeah. And that's also, the story was also probably written at the same time or referring to the same time. Yeah. So
Can you,
thank you,
can
Michael.
we have it in the chat, maybe, if it's possible?
Sure.
Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
if you can write the names in the chat, yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I said Susan. Yes, Susan, please.
Ich tracht auf, wenn mein Vater wollt jetzt gestorben, wollt sich die Lage bei mir wenig geändert. I often think that if my father were to pass away now, that my position wouldn't change much. The Luft is schon versammt, the air is already poisoned. Und zwischen mir und meine Kinder liegt schon Atom. And between me and my children, there lies a huge void. Euch, mein Freu, is mir geworden fremd, and my wife is become a stranger to me. Ich guck auf mein alten Taten und bin ihm mekane for sein Stolz. I look at my old father and I am jealous of his pride. Sein Treue.
אני לא שומעת, למה אני לא שומעת?
I don't know, Nili, why you don't hear. Maybe just...
אפשר לעשות משהו לשמוע?
I don't know. Maybe just your microphone is on low. So check your microphone. The rest of you are hearing, yes? Yeah, so...
It happens to me often. It goes down by itself and I have to put it back
So
up.
just check your microphone from time to time, okay? Okay, so...
Euch mein Freu ist mir geworden fremd. Ich guck auf mein alten Taten und bin ihm mekane for sein Stolz. I look at my father and I'm jealous of his pride. Sein Treier Übergebenkeit zu sein Emuna, his giving himself over to his faith, zu sein Volk, to his people. Wus bin ich? What am I? A Yid? Am I a Jew? Wus bindt mich mit dem Jidentum? What joins me to the Jewish world? Chutz mein Aufstamm, other than my origins. Mein Familie, Weib und Kinder seinen Goyim Gemorim. My family, wife and children are complete Goyim. Afilu Antisemiten, even anti-Semites. Bei mir is Chutz mein alten Yiddischen Vater, and for me, except for my old Jewish father, in der ganzer Stub nicht da kein jiddischer Ois. And in the whole household, there's not one Jewish letter of the alphabet. Kein minster Zocher von Yiddishkeit, not even the smallest remembrance of Yiddishkeit. A goy bin ich euch nicht, but I'm not a Gentile, weil wus hab ich gemeinsam mit die Arumike Goyim, because what do I have in common with the non-Jews around me? Zeir Yomim Tovim, their holidays, Chanus.
Chagaot.
Chanoyas.
Chages. Chageis, I'm not sure how to
Oh,
pronounce it.
Chagas.
Chages.
With a gimel. Is that a gimel type gimel?
Yes, it's a
The
gimel.
holidays, minhagim, their customs. Simchas, their happy occasions. When I feel, als das Hart zerreißt sich von weitig star. When I feel that my heart is being torn apart from pain and
Sorrow.
sorrow, yeah. Beim Lehnen die Zeitungen wegen Hitler's Meisim. When I read the newspapers about Hitler's deeds.
Okay, Susan, just pause for a second before we continue to the next page. Rafael, yes?
Yeah, two things. There are two different words spelled Zayin Chaf Resh. One is Zacher, meaning a male, as opposed to female. The other is Zecher, meaning remembrance. And this one is Zecher. You can only tell from context. I have no trace. Kein Minster Zecher for Yiddishkeit. The other thing I wanted to mention is the word in Yiddish for Easter is Chaga. And Chaga, an Arabic version, Chaga is Easter Chagoas, then, is the non-Jewish holidays.
Okay,
thank you.
Rafael, only for Easter or for all the non-Jewish holidays?
I've never heard it except for Easter. Christmas has its own word. So Chagoas, it's kind of, there's, I guess, holidays.
Christmas is Kratzmach.
No, Christmas is Nittel.
Nittel. And can I add, may I add something too?
Yes, you can.
When he says in der ganze Stub nicht kein Jiddischer Os. So an os is a letter of the alphabet, but it also can mean a sign or a symbol, like we say in Vishamru that like the Shabbos is an oshi leolam, a sign or a symbol eternally. So I think this doesn't mean there's not a letter of the alphabet to be found, but like there's no Jewish symbols to be found in my whole house.
Not a sign of Judaism.
Yeah, exactly.
Good, yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, Rafael?
I see in the Bochner dictionary, he translates Chaga as any non-Jewish holiday. So it's not just...
So not just Easter, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for checking. Cookie, yes?
There was a word you said, zicher. Doesn't zicher also mean zicher for sure, like in Yiddish? Doesn't zicher...
And now it's written differently.
Oh, it's written differently?
It's written differently. Zicher, like you say, it's Zayin, Yud, Chaf, Ein, Resh.
Yeah.
So it's written differently.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, so Susan, can you just continue to finish the paragraph, please?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Gegen meine Brüder, what Hitler's done against my brothers. Ich bin nicht kein Yid und nicht kein Goy. I'm not a Jew and I'm not a Gentile. Ich bin a trucken Blätterle von a Baum. I'm just a dry leaf from a tree. Was der Herbstwind trugt es herum in der Luft, which the autumn wind blows it around in the air, just a leaf. Glaubt mir, believe me, as ich bin mekana, that I am jealous, nicht nur mein alten, kranken, einsamen, unglücklichen Vater. I'm jealous not only of my old, sick, lonely, unlucky father, nor a viele der letzter upgerissene Peon, but I also am jealous of the the lowest of the peons, the workers of mein plantatia, the peones of on my plantation is glücklicher for mir. Even the workers on my plantation are luckier, have better fortune than I. Oy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo,
What
yo.
is abgerissene? Abgerissene. Der letzte abgerissene.
Torn off.
I don't think it's.
Their clothing is torn. They're not in good condition.
Ragged.
Maybe we have to check it in the.
Yeah.
We have to check it. So yeah, I see Rafael probably checked it already. Yes.
It can mean ragged or tattered.
Ragged, that's
okay.
it.
Ragged.
That's it. Okay, okay. So abgerissen, ragged, tattered. Okay, good. Okay, so any question until now? No? So, okay. David, good to see you again. Can you continue?
Eine weiße Gestalt hat sich bewiesen auf der Veranda. A white image appeared on the porch, the veranda. Das ist gewesen Berensons Frau. That's Berensons wife, welche ist schon geworden, ruhig und gekommen im Suchen, who was already uncomfortable and restless,
yeah. Restless
and
is
came
good.
to look for him. Berenson hat mir ein Wunk getan mit der Hand und in der Dunkelheit zusammen mit seiner Frau verschwunden. Berenson made me a wink, a gesture with the hand.
Gesture.
A gesture, yes.
Yeah, a gesture with the hand, and in the darkness, together with his wife, they just disappeared. Ich bin geblieben allein auf der Terrasse. I was there alone on the terrace. Oben auf dem Himmel Firmament haben sich schon ungeheuben verlöschen die ewige Lampelat. Up there in the skies, the firmament, I guess, began to go out the stars are beginning to dim, the Ebekin Limpalak, the eternal lights. I guess he's referring to the stars.
Yes.
A großer Wolken hat dieselgeweiß verdeckt die Sterne. Well, yeah, because I guess a big cloud was covering the stars. Verdeckt die Sterne, was haben die ganze Zeit zu mir gewunken von die weite Heuchkeit, which the entire time were sparkling or winking to me from the from the far Heuchkeit, far altitudes, far heights, the distances, yeah. Die bleiche die bleiche Levona is geworden noch blasser. The
Pale.
Yeah, the pale moon has become is still pale, I guess.
Paler. I don't know. It is more pale.
Tropischer Frühmorgen hat sich verdentert und ungeheuben verjürgen die Schoten von der Nacht. The tropical morning, early morning, Frühmorgen,
Hello.
it's getting closer and began and then chasing away
just a
the
moment.
shadows of the night.
Neely, mute yourself. Somehow I cannot mute you.
בסדר, אנחנו כמעט גומרים.
Neely, you are talking while we are reading.
אפשר להשתגע מילים.
לעלות 10 דקות או 20. I cannot mute her.
גם באיטלקית יש
נילי!
I can't do it either.
סיפור על יהודים מדרום
everyone-
אמריקה באמת.
Guys, someone,
אז
do you know if
יש-
someone can
יש,
mute her? I
מה
cannot mute her.
קורה? מה?
Oh, Papa. נילי!
אז היום אמרו
She might not
Okay,
even be here. She might be off on the phone.
שבאמצע השבוע,
okay, I just removed
Okay,
her.
ein bisschen weit.
Oh, thank you.
Bedankt. Ich habe beschlossen, schon dem nächsten Tag zu verlosen, die gastfreundliche Estancia und dem unglücklichen Berenson. Entschuldigung. Ich habe beschlossen, I decided already the next day to leave to get going from the hospitable estancias, epis in Spanish, like hacienda, I guess,
Yeah.
something, hostel, hotel, estancia, und der Ungleiche, and leave also this unhappy Berenson person, or Mr. Berenson. Was hope ich, der jiddische Nudnik.
No.
Snav
Yeah.
and Nadnik.
They're
I don't
not.
know how to
Oh,
pronounce it in Yiddish.
Nadik. Oh, yeah, Nadik. Dank, yeah. What do I have? This mention was hat sich allein ausgeschmidt, sein Gorel und wird erstickt in die Lapis von dem Leben. How was I able to help this person was had
Verted.
Ausgeschmidt, sein Gorel, who had himself, how could I help this person who had himself Ausgeschmidt,
Chained?
He
Chained,
created his own destiny.
Yeah, he made his own, he
Made
set
his own destiny.
And became suffocating in the not doing justice to this, suffocating to the paws, the hands of his life, the fate, I guess. Lapis funum leben. Was ist starker von him? What could be stronger than him?
No, the life,
From-
the Leben is
from
stronger
it,
than
yeah.
him. But I have a question. Can you tell us what is Nav and Adnik?
Nav and Adnik, a Yiddish or not? I hope vergessen.
It's the wandering Jew.
Oh, the wandering Jew. Yeah.
The wandering Jew.
Soll ich ihm geben an Etze zu begehen Selbstmord? Shall I advise him to kill himself? Und was wird lernen von seinen alten Taten in einem Peruaner Midpit? And what will become of his old father in the Peruvian desert, wilderness? Ich Selbstmorder beklau Tshuva auf die harbe Kashias von unser Leben. And his suicide, I guess in general, the response, the answer for such difficult questions in our life.
Okay, thank you, David.
Yeah.
That was, that was quite a paragraph. Yes, Elaine?
Can you go over that?
What was the word for hospitality? I can't find it.
Yeah,
What-
Gastfreundliche.
Say it again.
Gastfreundliche. I'm circling here.
Okay, I got it. I see it.
Gastfreundliche.
Freundliche. Okay.
Henrietta, what did you want?
These last 4 sentences, can you?
Okay, so he said that what can he do, the wandering Jew, how can he help this person that created his own destiny, carved his own destiny, and is suffocated by the big paws of life that are stronger than him? And what can he give him an advice to commit suicide? And what will happen to his old father in this place? and is suicide no, an answer for those no, difficult questions of our life?
Yes.
Okay? No.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And there was someone else that raised his hand. I think Louisa raised her hand.
Yeah, yeah, I thank you. I was going to ask exactly to please review those sentences because they were
Yeah,
not clear to me either.
it was a difficult paragraph. Yeah, it was a difficult paragraph. Elaine, can you finish the story for us?
I will try, but I'll probably need help with the
No problem.
translation. Okay. Dem nächsten Tag bin ich schon gesessen in einem verstäubten
yes.
Euter und junger, freilicher Schegitz hat mich weggeführt von dem Haus. The next day, I found myself sitting in the verstäubten,
Dusty.
Oh, the dusty car, and a young, happy, non-Jewish boy drove me from the house. Wo, I know, okay. Wo ich hab gelost zwei dicke jiddische Nishamis in sehr tiefen Ser, where I left two what's Zappeldicker?
I found squirming, but I'm not sure.
Trembling.
Trembling Jewish souls in their deep trouble. Gegen welchen es ist nicht kein Refuah. Against which there's no cure. Cure?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Guys, if you talk, please mute yourself. I cannot go up and down and look for who is talking. Please, before talking, mute yourself. Okay. So, we are done with the story.
Was hat getun, sof kol sof? Ich verstehe nicht.
There's no answer to this question.
He just left. He just left. He couldn't do anything. He just left.
So he just left. And wer sind die zwei Nishumas?
The man and his father.
Exactly. Yeah. The man and his father. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rochelle, yeah.
It's clear to me from the beginning why he was on that. I know why the protagonist was on the boat, because it was a cheap boat to take.
Yeah.
But why was the
I didn't understand.
The Berenson?
Berenson, why was he?
Maybe it was a business trip.
Okay, because
it might have been a business trip to Europe and back.
Okay, but you would think that if he had a plantation, he would have had the money to go on a more luxurious.
Yeah, we don't know.
For a while,
this story has more questions at the end than it had at the beginning.
Because I would have thought that perhaps there was he had something going on that was not revealed in the beginning.
We don't know. We don't know. This is for our imagination, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Bekitsa, would you say that the man left his wife and went with his father away?
No.
No.
He stayed with his wife and his father. The one that went away is the guest.
Change my subscription, please.
The one that came for and was a guest. He left.
Oh, he left. So
okay.
He stayed with the shiksa.
Yeah, well, what can he do?
He
Louisa.
gave in and gave in. He gave in and gave in, and that's why that happened. I
But
think.
how could he leave his father?
No, not at that time, but I mean, originally he gave in.
Louisa?
Yeah, I'm sorry that I've been sort of haphazard with this story, but it is an amazing tale, really heart-wrenching. But just to understand it better, was it that, what year was this? Did he live with his father before the war?
We established that the time frame is between the middle of 1933 and 1935.
I see. So
that's the time frame.
Hitler was coming to power, and that was
yes.
And this was clearly the most interesting of these kinds of stories. You know, the travel stories we've had. It really has depth, and it's quite well written.
So just
Barbara?
to make sure that I understand, excuse me. So he left with his father, and he ended up.
No. He left the Berenson. He left long ago, and then when he got the news that his mother died and his father was left by himself, he brought his father over to Peru. He brought his father over, and you know.
But he had already married a shiksa and had children, right?
Yeah, that was even before. Yeah, that was before.
There's a lesson learned here. Don't marry goyim.
It's not,
Well,
so
right.
easily done as said. You know, it's easy to say. It's not always easy to follow.
Yeah, especially for an immigrant in a place where there probably were not very many Jews.
Right. There were none at all. None at all.
None at all, which is why so many of the peddlers in our country who went, into the get himself wound up marrying, non-Jews because that's who was there.
Right. Yeah, they married Chinese women, but they brought their children up Jewish. See, a Chinese woman, an Asian woman, was very subservient to her husband, and there's a whole contingent of Chinese Jews.
Okay.
Russian and Polish merchants that went as young.
Okay, we are accepting them, no problem.
But on the other hand, China does not have a history of anti-Semitism. Like the West
because
does.
they didn't know what it is. So.
They didn't because they weren't Christian. But the fact is, in this country, a lot of the people who married out really wanted to not be. They didn't want to raise their children Jews and have them subject to the same kind of discrimination that they had encountered. So you understand the difference. In China, they were accepted. The Jews, there was
Chinese.
But this is not China. This is at the time of the World War II.
No, I'm just saying that she said that in China, when they married, they raised their children Jewish. And what I'm saying is that in the United States in the 1930s, there was so much anti-Semitism that if a Jew married a non-Jew, why would they want to raise their kids Jewish? They wanted to escape.
Well,
I think.
Okay, there are other people who wants to ask questions. Okay, Barbara, and then Rochelle.
I have to say this really just hits me in the heart, especially today, currently. I have to say, too, that as far as I'm concerned, with regard to the character of the old father, he was murdered. There are no children who are Jewish grandchildren. There is nothing that is going to succeed him. And and we see this with the there's nothing. It's gone. It's over. And this is something that I see hanging over us today. I truly do. This story really impacts me, and I appreciate more. Is it Morty who brought it to your attention?
Sent it to me. Morty sent it to me. Yes.
This just absolutely echoes through my head. This whole story and my heart. And so I appreciate this story. Thank you.
I'm glad it's affecting people to talk about things. So That's really good. Rochelle and then Beverly.
Yeah, this is a personal story with a little, hope, better resolution at the end. My husband, and it was a second marriage for him, was a large animal veterinarian in Wisconsin. And in order to, there was no synagogue. He was married to a Jew. They joined the church because that was where community was, and that was how he built his business. But when they started to have children, they realized they wanted to raise their children Jewish and moved to New York, and he became a small animal veterinarian. So things go the other way sometimes.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you for sharing. Beverly?
What about our Secretary of State? Her parents purposely converted so the children wouldn't have to suffer the Judaism, the anti-Semitism.
But that was
They find out her grandparents were Holocaust survivors. Margaret.
No, I think they were killed in the Holocaust.
Beverly?
But no matter what, the old man never gave up his religion. In spite of being with a priest and all that, he stayed in the room and he kept his own beliefs. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Not his son. His son didn't do it. And that's why he was left with all this source. Anyway.
Okay. I see that we have a really, really exciting people.
Yeah.
But, maybe we should move to something a little bit lighter. And I found this story for Shavuos about Sholem Lechem reading about his love for dairy food. Before this, Louisa, and then we move on. Louisa?
Thank you. I also wanted to say that I think that a lot of these thoughts come when people reach an older age, because when people are young, they get more carried away by the circumstances, and when they grow older and wiser, they begin to reflect on what they have done. And that's why we see a lot of young people have certain political views or be involved in certain movements, and then when they're older, they have a completely change of heart and mind. So it is the factor is age, I think, that makes people reflect upon their life choices.
On a happy note, we have a Mexican Jewish woman as president.
But she's very assimilated. She's comes from a very assimilated family.
Yeah, she's
But
a Marxist. She's a Marxist
Jewish
as well.
She is 100% Jewish origin.
I think her parents were Holocaust survivors.
Okay, we will talk about, when we finish reading, we can talk about in the after discussion, we can talk about right now.
I can't do the lowering of the hand, but he took home a friend. He brought the Berenson took home a Jewish friend. That was very significant. He wanted to have some connection with his own religion, I guess. I wanted to tell of his source. He wanted to get it off his chest. I forget how you say that in Yiddish. But that's why he took him home.
Yeah.
Berenson was very important. And I recently was reading something that said a lot about him, and it was a biography of
Julia. Here Berenson is a fictional character.
Yeah.
He's not a real character. It's fictional.
It may be fictional, but it was based on something.
But no, it's a fictional character. I think you are mixing up with someone else.
Could be.
So, okay, guys, I think we should just.
You want to hear something a little lighter, funny?
Later, afterwards, okay?
I mean.
All right, we're going to do a story about Sukkot.
Not Zika, Shavuos.
Shavuos.
This is a story about
Shavuos.
What kind of
Shavuos.
Shavuos?
Shavuos. Okay, so that's a story about Shavuos/Shavuos by Sholem Aleichem that celebrates his love of dairy food. Michael, you're with us? Michael? Is Michael here?
Michael Fitzman might have left.
Okay, so Claire, can you read it, Claire?
Okay, I came in late, so I'm a little lost, but yeah, okay, just
Yeah, it's
read
the
it.
beginning of the story.
Okay. Okay. A Chochem Hertier ist gewähnt der, was hat eingeführt am Minhag. Als Shavuos in der Früh soll man essen Milchiks. So, translation. Okay. An intelligent person. Listen, people. I'm talking to you. Healthier. Is given there was the one that was hat eingeführt am Minhag. The one, a person that put into place a custom that as Shavuos in the free, that in Shavuos in the morning, soll man essen Milchig. One should eat Milchigs.
Dairy, yeah.
Dairy, exactly. Warum lass mir sich nicht narren? Was is warum? However, or something like that.
Because.
Because. Lass mir sich nicht narren. Let's not
Fool
help me,
ourselves.
people.
Fool
Ourselves, yes. Was kann sein besser und frischer und süßer und geschmacker und welveler von Milchigs? So, was kann sein? What can be better, besser, and it's fish. It's
fresh.
No, fresh. Okay, fresh and sweet and Geschmack, tasty. Und welveler. Was is welveler?
Cheaper.
Huh?
Cheap.
Okay. Cheaper than Milchiks. Wie sagt man? Dairy products. Okay. MS. Zu Milchiks bedarf man euch haben Geld. True. For Milchiks, you need also to have money. No, wie kommt das zu Fleisch? Now, how does that come to meat? By Fleisch is voran. Neiner. I can't see the letter. What is it?
Beiner.
Okay. By Fleisch in meat, there are bones. Beiner. Und Milchiks hat in sich Milch, and the dairy products have in them milk. Und Käse and cheese. Und Butter and butter. Und Smetana.
Sour cream.
Ja, cream. Und Smetana.
Smetana. This I don't know. I couldn't find.
I don't either.
Someone knows?
Well, it's a kind of smetana. All right. Und soya milk. And sour milk.
Sour milk. It's like buttermilk.
Right.
Okay.
Buttermilk. Und Sirovke. Finished. What is Sirovke?
Sirovke is whey.
Whey.
Whey. So just a moment, Claire. Yes, Rafael?
Yeah, Pied smetana is the layer of milk under the sour cream, and it's from Ukrainian podsmetania.
Okay, so it's like the Turkish kaymak.
I don't know any Turkish. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Just spoke to the reference. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Means underneath.
Buttermilk is buttermilk.
Yes.
Buttermilk.
Yeah, buttermilk. Yes. Okay. So, Claire, you want to continue?
All right. Hein nemt die macholim. Today we take these food products. Was
Now take the dishes or the food. Now it says now take this. Yeah.
Now, Hein. Okay. Was me kon machen von Milchiks. Yes, here I am. That you can make from Milchiks.
Okay.
No.
Okay, thank you, Claire. Yeah.
Okay.
Maurice.
Good.
Fleisch, patia ayoy. From meat, you can make a broth.
Broth.
Rosselfleisch. Rossel is broth, also in Polish. Also broth meat. Un Essigfleisch. Essig is vinegar. I don't know what Essigfleisch is. Sauerbraten.
Is
Sauerbraten, yes.
meat.
Sauerbraten, right.
Sauerbraten.
Pickled? Could it be pickled? Pickled?
No,
Maybe
sauerbraten.
pickled.
No, it's meat stewed in vinegar.
Sauerbraten.
Right. Yeah. Pickled. Roasted shine. And that's enough. For milk, aber hat ihr kasha mit milk. But with milk, you can have kasha with milk, lokshen mit milk, noodles and milk, rice mit milk, rice with milk, und teglich mit milk. Teg is dough.
Dough.
Teglich has some little dough foods. I don't know exactly what that is.
Dumplings.
What is it?
Dumplings.
Like no
dumpling.
I don't think so. No, because dumplings are
maybe something like spazel.
Teglich, the little balls of dough that you put honey. You eat it at Rosh Hashanah. You put honey and fruit, dried fruit, and all kinds, and it sort of clumps together. And when you eat it, you sort of break pieces off, and it would probably taste very good with milk.
Okay, I never heard of that. Okay.
Teglich? Really?
No, never.
Yeah, I heard teglich, but I didn't know that. Some kind of cake, I thought it was.
Yeah.
No, Elaine, that's okay. What Elaine said, it's okay.
Un balabeshkis mit milk. I don't know what that is.
Dumplings.
Balabeshkis is dumplings.
Dumplings, but I see the refoil as an answer.
But kreplach are also dumplings.
Yeah, but balaboshkes, I found dumplings boiled in water.
Yeah, balabeshkas are made with buckwheat flour, so it's a specific kind of dumpling.
Oh.
Okay, now we learn everything about food.
I'm salivating. This is wonderful.
Can I just complain? Because here in England, it's lunchtime, it's dinner time now, and I'm starving. This is punishment.
I'm sorry, Hilda. It should come with a plate of food.
Just make yourself a cup of tea and you'll be fine. Just go and have a cuppa.
Have a cuppa, yeah. Okay, Maurice, go on.
Falafel mit milk. Well, falafel, I know it's the small dough, and it's actually of Italian origin, I think. Falafel.
The kind of pasta, really.
Yeah, kind of pasta.
It's roasted pasta.
Un glass milk, and just simply milk. Plenty macholim un käse. Now consider the foods made of cheese, and butter and butter. Is there a limit to the foods that you can do that? No, just calculate, just think about it. Kreplach, varenikes, vanishkes, kugel, mahine. I don't know.
This I have no idea. Couldn't find out.
No, vanishkes I know and kugel I know, but what's a mahina?
Mahina.
No, I have no idea. Couldn't find it. Looked
It's
it
like a Hawaiian word. I don't know.
Rafael, do you know?
When I was working on this story, all I could figure out is it must be some dairy food.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
I think it's shrimp.
Oh, gee.
I don't think so.
No.
This is
Oh,
Karen.
yeah.
The dictionary said that the definition is a sort of dairy food.
Sort of the, okay.
Great.
They don't know
Surprise.
either.
A sort of dairy food.
Sort of.
Okay.
Very
Und,
specific.
Very.
Well,
The
Tegel must
tigers.
be related to the Teglach that we saw before.
No. Tigers is a potato pudding and or a potato or noodle or a pudding from noodles, and it's baked in goose fat.
Oh,
That's
sounds
not milk.
wonderful.
But that's not
That's
milk.
tigers.
It's
But
a
it's goose fat, it
potato
can't be milk.
dumpling. Is that what you said? It's a
It's
potato
a potato, like a potato pudding.
potato pudding.
Like
It's
a
not a
potato
kugel.
kugel?
It's
A
not a
potato-
kugel. It's
not a
it's
kugel?
it's looser. The texture is looser than a kugel.
Right.
My mother used to Pregel it. She used to
Fry it.
fry it. Yeah, and it has inside. It's softer. It's not like kugel. Sometimes can be very dense. Tigers is softer in the middle.
But it's not milkshakes.
I don't. Yeah, it's not milky. It can be no. It can be fried in butter.
Right.
Doesn't have. It can be
Like
fried
a
in butter.
latke? Like a latke?
Like a latke, yeah.
It could
Okay.
go with sliced also if you do it in oil. There's nothing milchiks in it.
Yeah, well, if you do it in butter, it's milchiks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Right. Knishes and meniscus, I don't know.
Menishkes, I looked it up, I looked it up. Cottage cheese fritters, that's menishkes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I worked on it. I looked it up.
Okay, and blintzes, we know what blintzes are.
No.
Yeah.
Stoesknedlach?
This I have no idea what is Zuresknedlach.
No.
Okay.
Anyone knows what is Zuresknedlach?
Just Knedlach.
Und
I can guess.
Kashnikis. Okay.
Kashenkes is a buckwheat cake.
I can guess on the tourist knedlach. Knedlach have meat in them. So it just sounds like tourist knedlach would be knedlach without meat because you're too poor to buy the meat.
Maybe.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's just a guess.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, knedlach isn't made with meat. Knedlach is ground, could be matzah meal or something that's formed into a ball.
A ball.
Anyway, okay. Vertlikes, no idea.
Vertlikes is a ball of boiled dough. If you make a ball of a dough and you boil it, that's vertlikes.
Vertlikes und Vertuten.
Und Vertuten, you see, a small pastry filled with cheese. That's Vertuten. You see. Look at my
I made up
pages.
these words. I don't know.
I don't care if I forget, they're not conversational words, so.
But it just shows you the variety
Right.
of food.
Yes.
Sure. Und wiffel is verhan macholim, and how many meals there are, was me kann sich nicht ungedenken, that you can't even remember them. Emotional. For example, Korj mit Käse, something with
Korj is a cake. Korj is a cake.
cake with cheese.
Cake.
Oh, okay.
Cake. C-A-K-E.
Right, okay. Maslichkine.
No idea.
Mussel it's butter something, kasha. Some kind of buttery kasha, I don't know. Und fish gepregelt and fish fried or butter. Fried in butter. Und borscht milchiks and a milchiks borscht. Und razinke. I don't know what that is. Razinke.
Cherry. A cherry.
Cherries.
Raisins.
What is it?
Raisin.
Raisins.
That would be
Oh, okay.
Rajinkes.
Yes.
Oh, it could be.
That's right.
Razinke. Yeah, it could be. Sure, raisins. Right.
Russian kiss with mandolin.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Und Maslinke, again with muscle, it's butter again. Als azelche potravis.
Dishes. Potraves is a dish.
Was keiner sucht sich von dem nicht up, that no one turns them down. Oh, these are so good, and nobody turns them down. Seidenschein gur an upgerissene nah, except maybe for some total fool, was me bedarfem geben kein Streu. And he's such a fool, you have to give him straw to chew on.
Okay, thank you. So
Sure.
we will stop here. I see Elaine raise the hand. So yes, Elaine.
Yeah, the word, let me find it. The maslinka, is that butter?
The muscle is certainly butter from Polish, but what's the
Oh,
rest
from
of it?
Pol, okay, because pitter, pitter, I never
Bitter,
heard this.
right, but muscle
It's
is butter in
buttermilk.
Polish.
I looked it up. Buttermilk.
Buttermilk?
It's buttermilk. Yeah.
What's the Yiddish word?
Maslinke.
Maslinke.
Maslinke. I looked it up. It's buttermilk.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Okay.
Nina, what's
Yes.
potravis? You said it's a dish?
Potrava is dishes. All kind of dishes for like food dishes.
Oh, like general foods.
A general food dish. A
Just like
general
macholim.
Macholim, like macholim.
Right,
exactly,
okay.
Like macholim. That's potraves.
Well,
Okay,
now
guys.
I need to go to the delicatessen.
No,
You
this
need
is
to go to the-
this is just wonderful.
Okay. Hilda, now you will have, you can go and have dinner.
I know. I had a lot of trouble logging on today, but I'm so pleased I got through.
Okay.
It's lunchtime.
Yeah, lunchtime.
I know, it's killing me.
I just ate breakfast, fish
Perfect timing.
It's
Yeah.
lunchtime.
Okay, Rachel and then Louisa. And you can relate to both of the stories, whatever you want to talk about now. So we will continue the Sholem Aleichem story. We will continue next week when it's, the eve of Shavuos.
This reminded me of the singer acceptance speech for the Nobel Prize when somebody said to him, "Why did you do it in Yiddish?" And he said, "Because there are a million ways to say the same thing in Yiddish and only one way in English."
Yeah. So it's a wonderful story, you will see, but it's just it gives you the idea, of the food that is out
Abundance.
there. Yeah. Okay. Louisa, before you start talking, I see there is someone here, Michael Pendler, without a picture. If you are still on.
He is new.
So I just wanted to welcome you to our group and see if you can read Yiddish.
I don't know if it's hearing you.
Maybe it's not over.
I can't remember whose friend he was. I got the note yesterday. Maybe Marsha. He is new.
Yes, he's from Deutschland.
Oh, thank you. He's from Germany.
He's from
Yiddish. Sehr gut.
Yiddish.
Yeah, but he's not responding, so maybe he's away or something. So okay. So maybe next week. If you hear me, maybe next week. Okay, Louisa.
Yeah, I have a question about the last word. Kein Streu. What's Streu?
Tash.
Straw.
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 Straw. Okay.
Paja.
Paja. Okay, straw. I just wanted to say also that those words that begin with mas, like the word with maslinke, in Polish, masło, or probably pronounced also maslo, is butter. So it's probably from butter, because in Polish there are two words, there are two ways of pronouncing something that can be pronounced as either l, like in Russian, like what in linguistics is called the colored L, which is also used in English, by the way. And like when you say the word low, for example. it's a L that is also pronounced as U in Polish, depending on where people come from. So, for example, my parents used to say masło, but other people would have said maslo. So that's where that word is coming from, butter.
Okay.
Ich
Okay.
müsste euch sagen, was mir rift das, aber mir
Get
gibt
this.
es zu essen.
Why did we get this stupid? Oh, I just wanted to say, when my mother made my children food, they called it grandma's Michael from the word machalim.
Yes.
They didn't
That's
know they
Hebrew.
dish. They didn't know dish, but Michael was what they said.
Yeah.
That's Hebrew.
Yeah, it's from the Hebrew.
You fried in butter or oil. There was no other.
Yes. Yes, Claire.
No, Michael found them Bichel. There's
That's right.
There's a saying.
Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, if you want to comment on the last story, it's also okay because I kind of stopped you in the middle because I thought it's time to, move a bit. So, yeah, Louisa.
Unrelated. I just wanted to thank you all for sending us the link to Hilda's songs.
Yeah.
I was so impressed, and you have such a beautiful voice and such beautiful rendering. I'm so grateful that they sent that to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. If there are no more comments or no more questions, I think we will stop there and we will see each other next week. Yes.
Can you hang on with me 1 minute?
Yes, I can. No problem. So we will see you all next week and we will continue reading this wonderful Sholem Aleichem story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much. Thank you. We needed this.
Yeah, I think it's an antidote to the other story.
Yes.
It's an antidote. Yeah.
I better have a lovely Michael for my lunch now.
Okay. Bye. Okay,
Bye-bye.
so I'm staying with Mariv. So
I just
all-
wanted to say, if you want to give me readings again, I don't have any
okay.
any more tourists going.
Okay, so I will send you. I'll send you, I think tomorrow or something. I will send
Okay,
you.
whatever. Just
Yeah, I'll send you.
normal
Okay.
again.
I got
Okay.
a call during the program. The baby was born at 8:25, 6 pounds, 2 ounces.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Okay. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.